Welcome back. I'm George. We're back out at Walker Honey Farm and Dancing Bee Winery. And today, Chase is bottling that mead that we were working on before, the one that we filtered and all that. So I'm just going to let you see what this. We're here with Kristen. There you go. Chase, of course, our resident expert, and then Colton on the end there. You've seen him before. So bear with us, and we're going to have Chase explain this process to you. And this is absolutely amazing. And there we go. And it lends itself to home distilling, home brewing. The only difference in the process is volume. But he does everything exactly the same way, from sanitation to transferring to corking, and of course labeling. So hang in there, and we're going to show you the rest.
Right, so today we are bottling our Citrus Tango, and that is the citrus mead that we filtered just the other day. Not much at all has happened to it since we filtered it. And as you can see, we are bottling straight from the tank that we filtered into. And I've got our bottling hose attached to the bottom of that tank. And on top of the tank, I've got the lid open, so there's not a vacuum suction issue. And we've actually laid down a blanket of argon, which is an inert, heavy gas that is just going to sit on top of that wine, keeping oxygen away from it. Because it's a big batch, and we're going to have that tank open all day, because that's probably about how long it's going to take us to get this into bottles. To my right, Christian here is actually working the actual bottler machine. It is an Enol Master, Italian made. The engine here in this housing is basically creating a vacuum in the whole system. Basically pulling the mead like it's through a straw from the tank up and into the bottles that he's putting onto these nozzles, and then over into this overflow vessel right here that you can see that we just about need to empty. I'm going to let you fill a couple more, and then we'll go ahead and stop and empty that. To my left, Colton is putting on our lovely PVC shrink wrap capsules. Decorative, also helps us know what kind of mead this is. We do label them by hand. And he's shrinking them on with our little heat tunnel here. I am working the pneumatic corker, and it's just using a line from an air compressor to squeeze and plunge the cork into the bottle. Quite an upgrade from our trusty hand corker here. I'm going to do one old school so you can see. This is how we started. You load the cork in the top. Some of you watching might be like, oh yeah, I know that machine too well. And instead of using air pressure, you use your arm pressure. Squeeze it, get the cork into that bottle, it's good to go. We upgraded from that for a reason.
That is cool.
Sure, yeah, here we have our 3 pallets all set aside and labeled. We are actually doing 2 batches today. The 2 large pallets on the left are for this Citrus Tango batch. Later in the afternoon, we're going to finish that and switch over to a smaller, just over 100-gallon batch of traditional sweet, and that's what you see here. So 1 bottle at a time, all of these are going to get filled today. The Enol Master here I mentioned, it is not a counter pressure bottling system. Those of you more familiar with doing your own beers, carbonated drinks are going to probably be wondering about that. It's just a simple vacuum. This is a still wine, so there's no carbonation to lose. So we don't need any carbonation or counter pressure to keep that carbonation in there.
Hey, Chase, thanks again for all your help, man. We
Absolutely.
appreciate it. Yep. Hey, until next time.
Happy brewing.